Hi everybody, welcome to 5 Minute Game Podcast. I am ajstorm, your host, and today we will be either introducing or reintroducing you to character action game genre. My very first action game was not in 1998, where I played Activision's publication of Apocalypse. This featured the likeness of Bruce Willis. It was a third-person shooter, and the aim of the game was to get from point A to point B, shooting any enemy that got in your way. It was one of the first 3D games to be released on a console, and it was extremely fun. Later in 2001, I was introduced to Devil May Cry 1. It was released by Capcom and directed by Hideki Kamiya. When I first played Devil May Cry 1, it was somewhat of a revelation. I was so excited to be able to use both swords and guns to dispatch my enemies. Not only that, but I was also being told how dull or stylish I was doing it, with the combo ranking meter in the top right corner constantly ranking how I would complete certain sequences in a game, and then the better being the more stylish, I'll be rewarded with certain currencies within the actual game. Due to the game's fast-paced combat, the game is not meant for juniors, obviously, but generally it is more of a genre, character action is more of a genre enjoyed and played by experienced gamers. And by that I mean the people who prefer to finish the game and then go back and complete the game on a harder difficulty and reap the benefits of newer items and completely leveling out and maxing out their character's skills. One of the other unique elements that sets character action aside from the other current game genres is its the unique design. When Hideki Kamiya designs a character action game, he mentioned in an interview with IGN that he likes the players watching to get as much enjoyment out of the game as the players actually playing it. Therefore, he makes it exciting, which could be the reason why the games are so fast-paced and the characters take part in such outlandish action. The best example being in Bayonetta 1, the character rides a motorcycle alongside a rocket that has been launched at a city, which she then destroys and then jumps up and punches God into the sun. Yes, you heard that correctly. Outlandish action aside, what really sets the Japanese character action aside from your typical Western action titles, those being God of War and, say, Shadow of Mordor, is there is that purity of the action in the Japanese character action genre. One of the main ones is the differences in what the characters can do and what the player has control of. In Devil May Cry 3, a motorbike is hurled at the protagonist Dante. He then pulls out 2 pistols and then shoots the motorbike and destroys it, preventing it from hitting him. You can do this exact same action and the exact same sequence inside the game of Devil May Cry 3. Rather, in God of War, as the protagonist Kratos takes on a Titan, player is entered into a QuickTime sequence where they must press the right button at the exact moment in order to execute the correct move. This being said, the question can be asked as to whether a character action game falls under Mia Consalvo's banner of a hybrid culture. In a nutshell, the hybrid culture being the marriage of Eastern versus Western gaming and business ideologies. Now, character action falling under this banner, mostly I can agree with this. So let's take a look at the Devil May Cry series. The game is basically hit without being hit while keeping your combos intact, allowing your ranking to go up and giving you a better stylish ranking. Then we move on to God of War, where this style of play of hit without being hit takes on a different sort of meaning, where you continue to hit without being hit, except instead of a stylish gameplay you get from Devil May Cry, you get the repetitive action sequences, level in, level out. The Batman Arkham series, however, takes both of these and includes the supreme narrative that it includes in the game, and therefore makes it more of a jack-of-all-trades style of game, where you've got the unrelenting action, the hit without being hit but keeping a combo meter up, and the great narrative that accompanies it. Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of our show. Stay tuned for more, and we hope you enjoyed this episode. Have fun and game on.